They are just individuals, and these people are very few. That's the reason all the time I always speak on we taking up our responsibilities and start aligning ourselves in doing what is right, because this is the only way we can fight them. If one do force with force, it not go work. That is the reason why no protest they work in Nigeria for Nigeria. That is the reason why when we come together, it is very easy for them to scatter us, because we know they get the real cocoa on how to propagate ourselves to get results. Because these people, when they stand against a monster, the things I find out just for the 72 hours I dedicated in this is mind-boggling that I cannot even state all of them. I just want to draw out some few. They imagine somebody go deep inside. Your head feels scatter. The Nigeria problem feels scatter your head. Like, it ties back to everybody. So the only way we can divide and destroy this system, because the problem is not the individuals who are occupying these positions. They're not the politicians. It is the system that has given them room and has opened up a lot of vulnerability where they can now access the national treasury and loot as they like. So if you want us to really fight and destroy whatever thing we need to destroy, is to destroy the bureaucracy, the system. The system that has given room for our colonial masters to keep on ruling us, to keep on taking charge, keep on setting programs. And this our heads, our people won't put on elected position. People who don't elect not know what to do because of their greedy nature. And this is not really their fault, because I gave you a span of 25 years as the lifetime, the time frame where 30 billion have been spent for revamping refinery. We know if you put the total together, enough will reach Dangote refinery. And everyone from trees, there are some papers I came across with, Panama papers, leaked documents. You discover that everybody from Olusegun Obasanjo tenure down to this present administration, everybody gets their own share, their own input for the reason why Nigeria they suffer for fuel. The reason why fuel, when you buy, they destroy your car. There's a reason for that, because the fuel, when they come into the country, not be really fuel. Not be really fuel. Just they put lubricants, things when not make sense. Although they put them till they destroy your car, and make your car, they do perform well. They don't really care about it, because they don't really care about you. Because if you talk, they go handle you. They in high position in high places to always take control and rule you. And you are not supposed to talk, because that is these are the element of totalitarianism. I'd always mention this word because now something when you fit in know how they be, they are nihilistic. Because somebody won't get the fear of God. You get things when you go to do and things when you're not going to do. They practice nepotism, favorism everywhere. You won't put my brother for this one. Your brother is not qualified, you won't put him for position. Your son is not qualified, you won't make him occupy positions. Everything is just about them. Let me go back to the matter, just to give you a small shock of the problem when they say now colonial masters, now they control the oil sector. Because imagine say we have 3 of Dangote refinery working at their full capacity, each of them working a max of 650,000 barrels of oil daily. That means the total is 195. That every oil when Nigeria they produce, Nigeria they refine them for Nigeria. Imagine the billions of dollars when going to. If 21 billion is estimated to be the figure when Dangote they make for a refinery, they imagine we have 3 of Dangote refinery. They imagine that only just the money we could generate for this 3 refinery go sort our debt in 1 year. Go sort our debt in 1 year. 2, go reach to execute major project for Nigeria. Just only 1 year, if we fit do what is right. So we get 3 standard refinery. All this refinery. I just want you to also know that every time they tell you they want to revamp, they want to maintain, repair, just know it's a medium for some individuals to make a lot of billions. Because you get people when they want a situation. See, this mortar of a situation, or mortar of a thing, hey, oh yes, coming from mortar to Nigeria. Not be today start to. Not be today really start to. Not be today really start. So what I decided to do, I said, okay, let me check some of these funny companies. Let me see if I can get their shareholders, if I can know something about you, if there's any connection that I can draw up to see if there are similarities with the kind of thoughts when I had reason at the time I did think am. And I came across some very funny one. Because why I decided, what gave me an insight into the blending plant, Dangote, because Dangote they get issue with NNPC when it really commenced production, in terms of that we're not going to sell for you, we're not going to do this, we keep on selling for this, we keep on selling, because the colonial masters, or those when the crude oil when they sell for black market, they benefit, they don't see Dangote refinery as a threat to affect them, because they did everything possible not to give him license to operate, just to say how bad it was. So but see, they not fit do one with the pressure what they get from the Nigerian government and the pressure from the society. They decided to come from with different formation. No, we'll not sell for you in dollars, we'll sell for you in naira. No, we are not going to sell like this, we want to control the price. Came up with different things, but when they see it was not successful, and because Dangote, why they think it was not, because Dangote called them out. It's because of what Dangote did. Dangote told them that the reason why they are fighting is because some of these persons doing all these things have blending terminals in Malta. And there I can see, make I check blending terminals in Malta. So I came across one, Evos. Now, you know the funny thing about this Evos, I can't really trace anything today because I just did a shallow dive. I don't want to go in depth. I don't want to see things and go bust my brain or come make me not come they feel somehow. So I just said, let me just see. So what I did was, Evos was founded in 2019, purchased full ownership of storage terminal in 2021 from Oye Tanking. Evos bought fourth terminal, and they had a stake in Oye Tanking of 55%. So Evos was ready. In either they were expecting something to come in, because at that time when this Oye Tanking once said, Oye Tanking don't get issue with their stuff, waiting they don't invest for motor, not can they yield waiting they want it. So it's Oil Tank is an European company, not they yield the result. So Evos bought 4 terminals. It means say that they expect something to happen. Like, you cannot just go to an economy that is not productive and decide to invest if you do not have information that the economy or the policies will be beneficial to you. You know, no businessman will not get to business for waste. So I just like fully owned this one in 2022 and bought for this one. Then I also came across Ras Anza Cargo Quay, and that began construction in 2020. That company invested 65 million euros, and the owner of this company is Ocean and Oil Development Partner. That is the owner of this Ras Anza Cargo Quay. So I began to like, what's really the special about all this? What's really the special about all this stuff? Now, what I'm trying to do here is not to tie the situation of the oil sector, the problematic nature of the oil sector, to an administration, to say, nah, Tinubu administration, no, Tinubu, no. I told you that for 25 years, I just did an estimated figure of 30 billion as being money used for revamping, and which have gone into loss, like no trace, nobody feel, no idea, no solution, nothing, no product, nothing. I just want you to know that everything, the main benefactors, now our colonial masters, all this one are just puppets. Everybody went there for Nigeria, and there's more money that they see inside. Because the truth is, do you really think that 1.8 or 1.7, 1.9 million barrels of oil is really being produced for Nigeria? Or you notice say now like ×2? This one are just the one they feel give account for. Don't you think so? If you know they profit anybody, you think say nobody for never come up with a policy like, let's destroy or privatize this refinery and let's try to build new one. If you know they profit people. These are obvious questions. These are questions we need to start asking ourselves, because now we they suffer the pain. These people make billions of dollars on a daily basis. That is the amount they make. That is what comes into their purse daily. Millions of dollars. Own properties hundreds of properties all around the world, thousands of cars. Some of them don't know the number of cars they get again. Gold wristwatches, penthouses all around the world. If you see things when these men get, some get private jet like 7. The Nigerians won't get like 7 private jets. Nigerians just they won't get like 7. Won't get. I will bust your head. I'll bust on my head small, just small. I will bust on my head small. Later, and they come. Let me look for what I'm trying to look for. The ocean and waiting and oil developing partner. Now, also group of individuals when get them. There's still major stake in other companies which I don't want to mention, but you can go and do your findings by yourself. But I just want to stop there on that angle. I just want us to understand that this is just the oil sector when I do shadow dive. Imagine the kind of situations on each sector of the economy. You discover, say, this economy not feel better. Because the few elect, majority of them are business owners. They don't cage this country. They don't make and say, no matter what you now do, now we get to now. Now that they control the system. You say, not all these ones will be political heads. Just like just give them crumbs, maybe they chop. Because those ones are, they don't get integrity, they don't know themselves. So they just throw crumbs for them in billions. So they just the fidgets, like people will never see woman before. You understand? So not be really saying that they be the major. The main major are our colonial masters who are benefiting for the detrimental state of Nigerians. It's our colonial masters. It's our colonial masters now they cause the major problem when Nigeria they get. Now let me go back to what I want to state that the reason why I want to throw up this light. So in going through this investigation, because I want to round up with this, in going through this investigation, I came across some stuff. You know, something go carry you go something, we're not supposed to carry you go something. So I came across some stuff. I just want to throw this one, then make you just know that, so that you don't get sentiment when it comes to you evaluating what I'm saying. You will not think I'm trying to pin it to one administration or pin it to one tenor. I just want to tell you that every politicians that you think you know that may be coming up or coming out for next election 2027, all of them don't involve in all of this. So there's anybody who depends on how they want to take more. They don't get anything tangible to offer you. They don't want to offer you anything. Their plan is just to come back and take more and cause you more pain and make you suffer more. Nigerians, we need to wake up. Let me give you an insight on a short story that I want to end with this. In my findings, I came across Panama Papers. Panama Papers reveal a lot of things which I don't want to go into details. And I just decided that I'm done with the investigation. I don't want to go so deep anymore. Now, in 2015, September precisely, Jay-Z and Beyonce decided that they wanted to go for a cruise around the Mediterranean Sea. So they decided to contact a company and rent a yacht that they paid $900,000 for, to go through the Mediterranean Sea. And that yacht was owned by Kolawole Aloko. I want to tell you a short story of Kolawole Aloko. Kolawole Aloko is a businessman and a man who was accused of defrauding Nigeria of approximately, roughly estimated figure of $2 billion during the Goodluck Jonathan administration. In short, let me give you specifics. Now, he set up 2 companies. One is Atlantic Energy and Ensor Associates. These 2 companies were set up and registered, and 3 weeks after registration, they won a bidding to purchase 2 blocks, oil blocks. And you go wonder, how was that possible? How this matter get the insight to register a company, fight for a company that was just registered 3 weeks, come at shine, come beat every other person, come win the bidding. How is this possible? There was a relationship that was drawn between Kolawole and Alison Madueke Dezani. That Dezani became At the time he became a minister of petroleum, 3 weeks prior to that, Atlantic Energy got their license and bidded, and they got a favor. And also, I just want to give you this basis of this, that they got this through some leak files from the Panama Papers, leak files that trace them back to a law firm in Panama, and how that law firm is a medium whereby most Nigerian politicians use to buy properties all around the world, that they use this law firm in Panama. But I don't want to talk about the law firm in Panama. Also, Ensor Associate bought a jet, and Ensor was registered as a company owned by Kolawole Aloko. So you see the connection now. And Ensor bought a jet that was the official jet of Desani Madueke Allison, that minister, that woman. That was the jet she used all throughout her tenure from 2010, I think, to 2015. She used this privately. That's to tell you, say, that person when own something and they use something. And also, she also the later would describe that this man okay had issues with her lookup, maybe because of money never come, or the man on the big side not could share the money properly, or the man couldn't mission found the money. Because the man, when they seize for leather man hand, properties when they seize, cars of more than 50, properties of more than 100, 3 private jets now you get. Things when they seize for that man, they never get 1/10 of waiting that man don't steal from Nigeria. Why I drop this Madueke Allison, Desani Madueke Allison story, it's just to let you know that the situation about the oil sector, not be now it starts. Everybody gets your own share for inside. Everybody, they do a whole thing to destroy Nigerians. Now, that begs to ask these politicians, what do you really want to gain that you've decided to enslave Nigerians again by decided to also fall victims, to allow these colonial masters to steal the cages? Not because they see anyone when decide to break out from this slave, that they find different medium to take cash that person back. See countries where don't try to break out from Africa. See, we don't want these people anymore. Leave us alone. Let's manage our thing by ourselves. If you spoil, make it spoil. Leave us alone. Come on for our country. We thank you. Take everything we don't take. We don't want you again. Leave us. You see how they create problem for them. How did they create problem to take back such countries? Because they want to always cage Africa. They don't want Africa to break away from them. That is the reason they give you aids. They give you aids for you to be able to set programs for you. They give you aids for you to control you. They give you aids to be able to tell you how to live a pattern in your life. Because I'll tell you, say, okay, we they give you this aid because we want to make some men is allowed to dress like women. And you look the money. Because of how greedy you accept their cultural influence on Nigeria. They go tell you, okay, this money won't they give you, we want me use and take do road. Use and do road, and use and do this one, do this one, do this one, do this one. They set up programs for us. They give us aid to control us. So indirectly, Africa is still caged by their colonial fathers. Africa is still caged by their colonial masters. Nigeria especially is still caged because Nigeria play a vital role in the economic structure of Africa. If Nigeria is able to plant their seeds properly, if Nigeria is able to align themselves rightly, if Nigerian government began to do what is right, you discuss that Africa as a whole could begin to propagate in the right direction. Nigeria has a important role where they need to play. So that's the reason why they need to break Nigeria. They need to come in different ways. And we will not get out from you say some foreigners they sponsor the banditry and the terrorist group. Or you think down I just lie, oh, I don't think that is true. No, this is it. It is. Every sector of the economy is being controlled by foreign bodies. They have a way they set up programs. They have a way they come up with things to control that sector. I just hope that one day we'll get it right, because sometimes when you find you do some findings and get some discovery about how things is happening in Nigeria, fear they enter your mind. You could wonder, how is it possible that same Nigerians would want to kill Nigerians because of the small thing he wants to get? The major benefactors of the oil sector are our colonial masters. They set up the system. They are the one controlling the system even before independence. They've set up the system. Go look now. Go check the documentaries. Go check history on the Civil War and see how it played out. Then get European bodies when they fight for the Biafra nature. You get European bodies when they fight for the Nigeria side. They fight for their own collective personal interests. Okay, let's join the Biafra so that in case if the Biafra end up winning and controlling the South and every other region in the East, we go benefit from the oil. That was the reason they were sponsoring the war. The others who were sponsoring the war from the Nigeria point, let's support the Nigeria massively so that we'll control it. Do you know that when oil was discovered in Nigeria in the late 30s, that was discovered by Shell, and Nigeria first export was done in the 50s, people never ever enjoyed their benefit of the discovery they made when oil was at its prime. You just say they'll just give you independence, dash. You don't just fight for independence. There was no war. There was nothing that happened in Nigeria. Just give you independence. It's because they knew how productive their system would be. They know, say, this thing where they don't lay out for Nigeria, they don't need to overdo there. The thing go, they bring out seeds for them. The hen go keep on the lay eggs. So that is what they've used. Now, who gets Shell? Now London now. Now there it starts from now. Before it become an international company. That is the truth. So what interests are all these companies and all these bodies? I don't want to go into depth to start bringing out names of Nigerians who are involved in this mortar and transshipment or all those blending terminals, the owners and really the shareholders and everybody. Not be say person need to do any crackhead for inside. If you just give your time, dedicate some few hours, like maybe like 4 or 5 days for the issue, you'll get all the results when you want about people when they benefit from this oil sector. They benefit from the failure of these refineries. That all these ones they just arrested are puppet. Now there is small money now, crumbs they drop for them, now they take. The main people when they make millions of dollars on a daily basis, they make millions, just the credit to their account. See, if you know the worth of some of your Nigerian politicians, you'll be blown away. That some of them are richer than the person you think say be the richest person for Africa. There are some Nigerian politicians, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 10, that in their hundreds, they are richer than Aliko Dangote. Now, wealth when they don't amount, if you equate the wealth when they don't amount with the property when they don't amount, you equate the money when they get past everything when Dangote gets, at our own detriment. What a sufferer. And every day you go see these same Nigerians, they want to play politics where you don't know anything about what you are trying to do. You allow them to clash you, you allow them to use you. You don't know what you are losing. You don't know the suffering they put you into. You don't know what they've done to cage you. You are in a cage and you are fighting for them. They enslave you. You know say they enslave you, but they fight for them. 2027, they are coming again for you to for them to give you the crumbs which you think you deserve, for you to start killing yourself. Nigerians, we need to wake up. It is time for us to wake up and start doing what is right, because not only our generation will going to suffer, our children yet unborn are going to suffer for it. How many Nigerians will travel? How many of them feel Jackpa? And those of them who Jackpa, how it be over there? There's nothing like your place. No matter how successful you find yourself in whatever place you are, there's nothing like your home. There's a kind of peace, comfort, a feeling you get when you come back home. It was always there like that. And the bad thing about Jackpa, say, once you don't Jackpa, it don't affect your lineage. Your children. Imagine, it don't affect your lineage. A time will come, in your third generation, you cannot even trace back, or anybody will not go trace yourself come to Africa. Because they do all those ancestral checkups to know whether I get name base for Africa. But see me, they come Africa, they won't try it. You don't break them because of waiting Nigeria don't do to you. You don't destroy your lineage. Just 3 generations from when you die, nobody will trace you back to Africa or Nigeria again. Just 3 generations. But when you see all these our colonial masters, you can trace one family back to the 13th century. But which Nigeria can you trace like that? We are killing ourselves and we don't even know. And these politicians think they are doing with greed. See what you are doing to Nigeria. You think you are doing the best when you take your children to school abroad, when you take your kids to foreign places. You think you're doing Nigeria, so you're doing us. When you take your kids to those places to have the beauty of life, you're not doing us. You are only destroying your lineage. 2-3 generations, nobody will be able to trace you back. Your children will not want to come back home. Your kids will want to stay there. They don't want to come back home because of the effect of all the actions you've taken. We'll see how it goes. Because you don't even know what will happen when you die. You don't even know what will happen. How this money will amount for yourself. How your kids are going to use it. You don't even know. You think all this money when they gather, all of them go use and well. Don't you think that it will be beautiful that they go through the pain and difficulties you go through to make them strong and fit to handle life situations? For this one, when you just say they are alive for them, they push for them to have better life. Do you think money is having better life? You've killed because of money. You've lied because of money. You've destroyed homes because of money. You've stolen because of money. Everything you've done is because you're motivated by money. You've allowed people to kill your people because of money. Peace out.
Yeah, instead it be them, let it be me. Since I will die, inevitably, then let it be, that it be said, when I am dead. Some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me, was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, no one is safe. We only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall, when